Hello, Cheeky.
Hello, Cheeky.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, hello, Cheeky.
Hello, Cheeky.
Hello, Cheeky.
Hello.
Hello.
You're all under arrest. Good evening. This next programme is dedicated to the wit of Des O'Connor. What shall we talk about now, then?
My mother has a budgerigar. She can say, "Who's a pretty girl, then?" and balance on the perch on one leg.
Any budgerigar can do that.
I mean my mother.
Excuse me, sir. I think you have forgotten your bill.
Oh, so I have. William, put the waiter down and come along home.
I'm going to place the matter in the hands of my solicitors.
Why?
Somebody's stolen his briefcase.
Hey, kids, here's an empty solicitor's office. We could do the joke right here.
Good morning. I am Mr. Upchurch of Greenwood, Wavertree. Hargreaves, Jones, Hetherington, Mills, Crabtree, Blenkinsop, Moss.
Now over to the new studio where Tom Filth is interviewing Sir Reginald Mulherries, the well-known Conservative MP.
Good evening, Sir Reginald.
Good evening.
Now, I understand you're a puff.
I beg your pardon?
No. I'm sorry. That is the one thing you asked me not to mention. What a queer thing for me to... Odd thing for me to say. Well, now, Sir Reginald, as a fairly staunch member of the Gay Liberal Conservative Party, do you think the government were right to prevent an open vote on the common market?
Yes, well,
Appreciating that the government accepting the power to rule from the Queen, the King, the ace, Buckingham Palace, you and your camp followers, supporters, seem to be bent, determined on dividing the pansy. Party! Imposing your desires, wishes on the whole of homosexual. Sapiens, oh my God. And finally, will you marry me?
yes.
Strother, McFarlane, Todd, Wood.
Little known facts that nobody cares about, number 4,276.
Did you know that the world's smallest bird, the South American grub snatcher, with a body length of only 2 inches, lays the world's largest bird's egg with a circumference of up to 9 inches? It is also easily recognized by its unique cry.
Dim-witty, just a COVID.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
What is?
Looking at photographs of Moira Anderson in gumboots.
What about the railway station joke, then?
Excuse me, driver, is this train going to speak?
Well, I've been with it all day. It's not said a word. Now, for those of you who missed it last time, here is a repeat of a breakdown from the Home Moss transmitter, first broadcast in July 1965. Thank you. To save the BBC time and money, that was also a repeat of our earlier programme, The Wit of Des O'Connor.
Now for my second song tonight, I should like
Just a minute. You haven't sung a first song yet.
I have. I hummed a few bars from Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment to the taxi driver on the way here.
Barry, Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment is not a song, it's a book.
Ah. No wonder I was late.
Now, John Junkin's Father's Shirt.
My father's shirt, when all my dreams go down the drain, and when I find I've missed my train, I find my rainbow's end again, just thinking of my father's shirt. My father's shirt, when bus conductors shout at me, and they put sour milk in my tea, a lovely brave new world I see. just thinking of my father's shirt. He bought it at a rummage sale from a draper known as Porter. It's blue and white with double cuffs, and the collar is 16 and a half. It should have been quarter to rhyme with porter, but we nearly choked father. My father's shirt. I know grey clouds will go away, and all the world will be cheerful and gay when on some future happy day I marry my father's shirt.
Thank you, the masked band of Harold Plungefoot.
Weatherall, Southall, Vauxhall, Sweet Rockall, Bon, Spencer,
Episode 10 of Love and Mrs. Lothbury. Jack, the vicar's niece, recently returned from a 2-year trip down a flight of stairs, discovers by chance that Phoebe, his childhood sweetheart, is in reality a football team. Struggling so far at the bottom of the 3rd Division North, they don't even know it went out of existence in 1956. In a desperate attempt to help her, whilst she is playing Crewe Alexandra away, he tries to enlist the aid of his old family retainer, Greaves. He arrives at his room too late, however, to find that someone has done Greaves bodily harm. I deserved that. And so, Love and Mrs. Lothbury, episode 10.
Come in. Oh, it's you.
Yes. Surprised to see me, Gladys?
Yes. What do you want?
Well, Gladys, I've been thinking it over, and I decided it was time we had a talk about Gladys.
Gladys? Have you been seeing her again, Gladys?
Yes, Gladys. What was that?
Oh, my God, it's Gladys.
My godfathers, Gladys. You here with Gladys?
Now then, Gladys, calm yourself. It's not what you think.
How dare you, you young puppy. I'll whip you within an inch of your Gladys.
Gladys, calm yourselves, both of you. Let's talk this thing over at Gladys.
Very well. A splash of Gladys in mine.
Well, now, Gladys, here's the truth. When you thought I was up in Gladys on business, I hired a Gladys and drove back to London, went and collected Gladys, and we were married secretly yesterday at Kensington Register, Gladys.
You have the nerve to sit on my Gladys, calmly smoking my Gladys and drinking my Gladys. And tell me that you and Gladys are Gladysed.
I'll answer the Gladys. Gladys speaking. Yes. What? No. Goodbye.
Who was it?
Ethel. University of the Air. Teach yourself Kikuyu. Lesson 1.
Move to Kenya.
Did you know that if George Formby were alive today, it would be July the 16th, 1963?
The scene is a stately home, not 1,000 miles from Crewe Junction.
Good evening, Mrs. Carrington. His Grace is expecting you.
Whatever you do, don't mention Lawrence of Arabia.
Good evening, Admiral. His Grace is expecting you.
Don't mention Lawrence of Arabia.
Good evening, Your Lordship. His Grace is expecting you.
Don't mention Lawrence of Arabia.
Lawrence of Arabia? I told him not to mention Lawrence of Arabia.
Now for our audience participation spot. Does anyone in our audience know anything about the sexual habits of Lebanese goat jugglers? What a pity, because I'm afraid that's all we've got time for now. There will be another audience participation spot next week.
Oh, no, there won't.
Oh, now you've broken my shoelace.
Serves you right.
Really, Mother.
Ladies and gentlemen, a joke.
It appears that a man walked into a pub and cheerily said to the landlord, "I have extraordinary power over animals. I bet I can make your dog do the first thing I tell it." "Great heavens," riposted the landlord. "I will take that bet." Whereupon the man threw the dog on the fire and said, "Get off."
University of the Air. Teach yourself to be a television football commentator.
And as we see the close-up of Rodney Marsh spitting on the ground, oh, good heavens, Bremner's scored a brilliant goal at the other end for Leeds. And as we examine the linesman's knees, somebody else at the other end has made it, I think it's 4-2 for that lot. Now, that is what I would call a typical Jeff Hurst goal, except he doesn't play for either of these two. Oh, a dog's come off the pitch! A dog's running, and he's chasing, and what a super goal from someone or other. Making the score at the final whistle, what's their name, 9, and the other lot, not as many. Now, back to the studio for a blow-by-blow examination by Jimmy Hill of how Bobby Moore laces his boots.
One of television's most popular programs is Jus San Frontier, or in English, Those Israelis Get Everywhere.
Hello, son, how are you?
See what I mean? Later on in the program, Moisha Diane will be singing Please Don't Talk About Me, One Eye's Gone. Jus San Frontier.
Hello again.
Get off. For the first time on radio, it's a knockout.
Oh, the Swiss girl's fallen off the top of the specially greased hearse, and she's dropped her coffin right on the tombstone catcher's head. He is Ernest Weissman, who in private life is a tram driver with a fractured skull. And England are ahead with 3 bodies already buried, 2 coffins down the chute on a string bag. Johnny Smith. Over to Uncle Ed.
Over here at the Jelly Wall, the teams are all lying. Here, the contestants have to throw small bank managers at the Jelly Wall. Lovely grub. Use them as a human staircase up the wall, carrying their Latin American rhythm section. Get to the top, throw the Latin American rhythm section into the shark-infested prams, and then swing by the chains into the miniature abattoir and slaughter their marzipan pig. They're off. So there it is, Great Britain with 12 strangled robber waiters, 6 eviscerated marzipan pigs and 3 successful burials go into the finals where they will meet Canvey Island, North Tibet and Mary Hopkin.
I love you, Sam Andrews. Excuse me, Dennis, it's Samantha.
You love who you want and I'll love who I want.
And now for a short talk on sleeves.
I have got 2 on my jacket.
Thank you. And now...
The next object is a wedding ring. A wedding ring.
I say, that's a bit near the knuckle.
Transfer, Gregory, the new seekers, all at number 34, Freeman, Hardy, and Becky.
In a labour exchange, not 1,000 miles from Crewe Junction.
Good morning, sir. Can I help you?
I'd like a job, please.
Yes, sir. What sort of job?
I'd like to be a set of bathroom curtains.
Come now, pull yourself together.
Oh, dear!
Pull yourself together. I don't know where I get them from.
Don't mock me, young man. I'm serious.
You mean you really want a job as a set of bathroom curtains?
Yes?
Is that your usual line of work?
No. Usually I'm a wardrobe, but I've been ill.
Oh. Always been employed as a wardrobe?
Well, no. When I first left school, I was a hall stand. Then I was promoted to a chest of drawers.
How did you first get into this wardrobe?
Pardon?
Sorry. How did you first get into this wardrobe line of work?
Oh, well, it was a sort of family tradition. My father was a sideboard all his life, and until her marriage, my mother was a tall boy.
Fascinating.
My mother's side of the family was mostly drawing room furniture. My cousin Deirdre was a puff who was actually sat on by Lloyd George.
Well, it is quite ridiculous. Coming in here for a job as bathroom curtains. What you need is psychiatric help. Bathroom curtains, indeed.
Oh, very well.
Coming in here, fellas wanting jobs as bathroom curtains, foreigners flooding in from Harpenden.
Good morning, I'm the manager of the hotel next door. Do you have a set of bathroom curtains about 5'10" with ginger hair and a small moustache? I'm such a silly when the moon comes out.
You're a bit of a Burke in the daytime as well.
Carson, Earl Mountbatten of Bermans. Smith, and Smith, and Smith. Now, nationwide, we resent... I'm sorry about that. No, I'm happy with that.
But he's been at the metal polish again. Now, nationwide, we present an in-depth focus on knees.
Nationwide asks, do we in the space age of the 20th century still need knees? Over to Duncan Disorderly in our brother.
Hello, Eamon. Well, to a kilt-wearing nation, obviously the subject of knees is of major importance. And we up here have been compiling some statistics. So here is a breakdown.
Now, over in our Liverpool studios, we have a lot of boring people, so let's go to Bristol.
Well, we have here in the studio Montgomery Appliance, an ex-steel welder and member of the National Ballet. Montgomery, how do you feel about knees?
Yeah, well, I did once try to dispense with them halfway through Lacehill feed, and the bottoms of me legs fell off.
How very unfortunate. Montgomery Appliance, thank you.
Can I stick my tongue in your ear?
Back to London, Arbroath, Liverpool, anywhere.
And back here in anywhere, we have a man whose lifelong affection for knees has brought him an OBE, 2 fines and a suspended sentence. John Bitumen. John, I understand that... John, don't do that. Thank you. I understand you have written a poem specially for us called Ode to Knees. Will you read it for us?
No.
If you don't, I will beat you about the head with Mary Hopkins.
Oh, very well. Ode to Knees. Oh, how I love you, girls with knees, some in 2s and some in 3s. Knees that nobble, knees that don't, knees that knock and knees that won't. Knees so smooth and knees so hairy, knees of Edith, Joan and Mary. I once got Gladys's knee in my eye. We were doing the waltz and she's 9 feet high.
John Bitumen, that was rubbish.
There's a Blue Ridge round my heart, Virginia.
I keep telling you those vests are too tight, Dennis.
And now, in response to numerous requests from Mr. Ernest Myxomatosis, who cannot be here tonight, as he is molesting a staff nurse from the West Middlesex Hospital, here is an early recording of Dr. Crippen singing, I'm in love with 2 sweethearts, and one of them's under the floor. Here's Holly!
You've got flat feet, your breath ain't sweet, but I don't care by heck, 'cause I love the back of your neck. Your eyes are mean, your teeth are green, your hair is just a wreck, but I love the back of your neck. Your speech is slow and halting. Most folk think you are revolting. To walk round you and see the view is really quite a trek, but I love the back of your neck. You look in need of dusting. Basically, you are disgusting. I'd like to state it's you I hate, a bushel and a peck, but I love the back of your neck. Yes, I love the back of your neck, Gregory Peck.
Little-known facts that nobody cares about, number C.
Did you know that Stephen McHeap in 1927 ate 120 hard-boiled eggs in 20 minutes? This was not a world record. What was a world record was the 121 pounds of cenopods he ate afterwards.
Excuse me, do you have a second?
Have I got a second what?
Prithee, aged charcoal burner, hast thou seen a goodly company of knights ride by, gaily caparisoned? One weareth a blue plume, one a red, and one a yellow.
Nay, sire, I have not seen such a company.
Prithee, serving wench, hast thou seen a goodly company of knights ride by, gaily caparisoned? One weareth a blue plume, one a red, and one a yellow.
Nay, sire, I have not seen such a company.
Prithee, young woodcutter, hast thou seen a goodly company of knights ride by, gaily caparisoned? One weareth a blue plume, one a red, and one a yellow.
Nay, sire, I have not seen such a company.
But where the bloody hell are they gone, then?
University of the Air. How to spend a European holiday with no language difficulties.
Spend it in Leicester.
Please, Chapman, look. Me and her dancing doves. Helpman, Gilgood.
We interrupt this farrago to take you over to St. Dogma's, where Father Kevin of Vatican is lecturing on the rhythm method of birth control.
First you put your two knees close up tight.
No.
That's another good method.
I disapprove of this lampooning of religion. There must be some other target.
Hello again yet. I know, get off.
It's not the pale moon that excites me, that thrills and delights me. Oh, no.
It's been lashed round the naked body with sticks of wet celery.
I'm speaking to you now from inside a chip pan in Bradford. Beside me I have a rock salmon. Tell me, have you ever had any ambition to be a place?
Any flaming place but here.
And with that, back to front.
This is Vivian Front here. I've nothing to say. I was just brought in to pay off that dreadful joke. Vivian Front, News at 10, Leicester Square, gents.
Reginald Banquet, News at 10, the snug of the Duck and Pullet.
Edward Heath, Jack and Ori, round at Auntie's.
Well, so much for political satire. Now overheard in the corridors of power of commercial television.
Who misprinted the golden shot again? Meanwhile, in a psychiatrist's office not 1,000 miles from Crewe Junction...
Mr. Nutley, I've made a fairly intensive study of your case over the past few months, and I'm led to the inevitable conclusion that you're a peeping Tom.
Oh.
So just watch it.
That line won the Eric Morley Good Taste Award for the Joke of the Year at a dinner last night held in the McGregor Supper Room, Singapore. The panel of judges included Michael Aspel and Katie Boyle because it always does.
Little-known facts that nobody cares about, number 3B.
Did you know that even at their peak, none of the French impressionists could do Lionel Barrymore or Tommy Cooper?
We apologise for the fact that our programmes are running a little late, but this is due to a technical fault in Terry Wogan. It will therefore be necessary for our next 3 programmes, the news, the epilogue, and the Wednesday play, to be broadcast simultaneously. Here is the news. President Nixon flew today to the Bahamas for a top-level meeting with...
God,
who is, of course, everywhere. And when one gazes upon the beauty of a sunset over the Cotswolds, one can only marvel and say,
Hellfire, Dad. You going to be in that bog all day?
You come here with your fancy London ways, breaking your mother's heart. Who do you think you are?
The 2nd Battalion of the Coldstream Guard. In Houston last night, Chris Berger, the British light heavyweight, just failed in his bid for the world title after being knocked down 7 times in the first round. After the fight, Chris, with 2 badly cut eyes and a broken wrist, said,
"Finding true happiness is a rare thing, and yet when one looks into one's own heart, one finds...
Little bits of tomato in it. There's always little bits of tomato in it.
Hellfire, Mother. I'm a working man. I'm entitled to my bit of fun. What harm do I do in the Goat and Compasses having a pint of bitter and a game of skittles with...
Her Majesty the Queen and members of the Royal Household?
And some of them are no better than they should be, flaunting themselves in the supermarket with their...
little peculiarities, but, you know, tolerance is a wonderful thing. Often when I've been depressed and down, I've obtained great comfort from the thought that...
The A45 at Doncaster is under repair. Police advise motorists to watch out for...
Pontius Pilate washing his hands. But ask yourself in a similar situation, have you never turned a blind eye, walked by on the other side and...
Come home at all hours with your blouse undone?
I know I have. It's at moments like that that I realise that I'm just...
An exploding gas cooker in straight. Later, a spokesman for the gas board said...
That's no way to talk to your mother.
On Good Friday, I vividly remember when the then Dean of St Paul's...
fell at Breacher's Brook and had to be shot. Here is some news that's just come in. In the House of Commons this afternoon, there were angry scenes when Sir Gerald Nabarro said...
Side bottom, broccoli, a Whedon, Staybaker, and Mouse. This programme was written and performed by Tim Brooke Taylor, Barry Cryer, John Junkin, and the Dennis King Trio. The programme was produced by David Hatch.
Goodbye, Cheeky.
Ta-ta, Cheeky!
Wiedersehen.
Hustle, Cheeky. Get off.
Get stuffed.
Toodaloo.
And you.
Everybody back to his place.
Hello, Cheeky.
Hello, Cheeky.
Hello, Cheeky.
Hello!
Hello. Oh, hello, Cheeky.
Hello, Cheeky.
Hello, Cheeky.
Hello. Hello.
You're all under arrest.
And so the Guatamalan midget in the top hat said, "No, madam, not in these trousers."
That joke was requested by Edith and all the girls at Hannigan's Trust Boutique, so we know what kind of girls they are, don't we?
Meanwhile, on a cricket ground not 1,000 miles from Crewe Junction.
And he comes in right arm over and he bowls. Hussey!
Who are you calling Hussey, you saucy cow?
Little-known facts that nobody cares about. Number 7 1/3.
Did you know that if the All Blacks played the English Test team in a strong wind, you could call it the Black and White Mistral Show?
And now, before our next record, we've had a flash from the newsroom, but he's promised not to do it again.
What do you get when you fall in love? I never thought of that. I think I'll go and see my doctor, excuse me.
University of the Air. What is syntax?
It's the money Catholics put in the collection after they've been to confession.
I've had enough of this. If this goes on, I shall have to introduce brute force.
Go on, then.
Very well. Ladies and gentlemen, brute force!
Hello, nice to see you. Nice to see you.
Damn your eyes, Crier. I've had enough of you and your virulent impressions. Meanwhile, in a science laboratory not 1,000 miles from Crewe Junction.
Right, Professor Storovich, time to try the new chromosome moderation drug. Ready?
Ready?
First milligram.
Carry on.
Second milligram.
Go on!
Third milligram. Fourth milligram. Fifth milligram. Sixth milligram. Seventh milligram. Eighth milligram. Final dosage. Well, Professor, how do you feel?
Give us a kiss and I'll tell you.
This is Euston Station. Due to government reorganization, the QE2 will arrive at platform 9. The 812 intercities to Leeds will become the new foreign secretary, and I shall go home and hit the wife a lot.
Over to Wimbledon for the latest on the tennis from Peter West.
Well, you join me for the start of the match between Billie Jean King and Yvonne Gilligan. Golagang. Yvonne
We'll be returning to Peter West for more commentary later. Did you know that it was in the little village of Hambledon in 1794 that they first started playing cricket? They hope to finish the match by Friday.
Kiss me once and kiss me twice and kiss me once again.
But I'm your brother.
It's been a long, long time.
Yvonne Gumblegum.
Thank you, Peter. Tonight we are privileged to broadcast live from the Royal Opera House, Rigoletto, in 2 parts. Part 1.
Rigo!
Thank you.
A right to the head, a left hook to the body, a right to the head, and he's down!
That was an excerpt from the commentary on one of today's FA Cup ties.
University of the Air. How to pass a higher mathematics examination with only 1 hour's preparation.
Cheat.
Meanwhile, in a small western township not 1,000 gold-armed miles from Crewe Junction...
Okay, Billy the Kid, drop that gun. I'm right behind you.
Okay, Wyatt Earp. Drop that gun. I'm right behind you.
Okay, Jesse James, drop that gun. I'm right behind you.
Okay, Lone Ranger, drop that gun. I'm right behind you.
Okay, Cisco Kid, drop that gun. I'm right behind you.
Okay, you guys, all together.
And now for Mrs. Edith Grudge, who is celebrating her 1,000th poison pen letter. The Gay Gordons.
Hello, Angus. Hello, Dougal. Ladies and gentlemen, a joke.
And not a moment too soon. It appears that the new vicar in a small rural parish approached the oldest inhabitant seated outside the local hostelry. "How old are you, my good man?" he asked. "I'm 98, the worthy replied, and I bain't got an enemy in the world." "Is that not wonderful?" vouchsafed the cleric. "Yes," riposted the ancient. "I've outlived the whole rotten lot."
Call me irresponsible. Call me unreliable.
You're irresponsible and you're unreliable.
You can talk. You were late for rehearsal.
Well, that was because I was fine.
Meanwhile, in a cobbler's...
What?
Cobbler's.
What are you, man?
Thank you. Meanwhile, in a shoe repairer's not 1,000 miles from Crewe Junction.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
You probably don't remember me. I used to live round here before the war. Enlisted in 39, demobbed in Canada, married there, settled down, got a little business going. Over here for the first time on holiday, walking past a shop, suddenly remembered. Day before war broke out, I brought a pair of brown suede shoes in here to be sold and healed. Silly, really. Sentimental reasons. Wondered if you still had them. Name's Blenkinsop.
Blenkinsop. Good grief, sir, you're in luck.
You mean you've still got them?
Yes, they'll be ready Thursday.
Little-known facts that nobody cares about, number George.
Did you know that in 1965, Lionel Blair was told he would never dance again? And he hasn't.
Now let's listen to some of this week's new releases.
George Cloak, 3 years, Grievous Putlial.
Captain Percy Cahoon, 15 months, false pretenses.
Peregrine Swandown, 21 days, mind your own business. Oh! Hello, sailor. Oops, there I go again.
And now, we're going to take a look at some of this week's blue films. While we're doing that, you can listen to a song.
The night Mavis Wavertree invented feet was a grand night for all the world. Up till then, there we were, stood still standing and we couldn't stir. Bears and other animals attacked us at their will, and though we'd shout and scream at them, we simply all stood still. Then along came Mavis and in tones so sweet said, we could run away from them if we invented feet. So on this anniversary, let's give a loud hooray for feet inventor Mavis Wavertree. Or if you prefer it, let's give a loud hooray upon this anniversary of Archibald O'Day. Who invented boots? Who invented boots? Hey!
This week I tested the new Napoli, and I can honestly say that this is one of the finest cars it's been my privilege to drive.
This means it's a heap of old tin, but if you were given an all-expenses-paid 3-week drive through France, what would you say?
Initially, I was slightly irritated by the gear change, which I found a little stiff.
I had to drive 150 miles in reverse.
But I soon got used to it.
I swapped it for an automatic.
From the beginning, I was surprised at the lack of engine noise.
I couldn't get it started for 2 days.
The seats are very comfortable and fully reclining.
I took my secretary with me.
From Paris to Lyon was a delightful, trouble-free trip.
I put the car on a train.
However, with any new car, one expects some teething troubles, and after Lyon, a slight fault developed.
The wheels fell off.
But after a minimum of delay,
3 days in hospital,
I had no further problems.
I rented a Rolls-Royce.
To sum up, the Napoli is a great motor car, and that's really all that need be said about it.
I've written my 400 words, and they're not getting any more out of me for 12 guineas. And now, little-known facts that nobody cares about. Number 45, Laburnum Avenue, Chingford.
Did you know that in 1947, in Delhi, India, an unofficial world record was created when a man remained buried underground for 7 months? This record was never ratified because the man was dead at the time.
Meanwhile, in a love affair not 1,000 miles from Crewe Junction...
We must face facts, darling. Everything is over between us.
But why?
You are Anna Kowalski living in Dundee, and I am Jan Sikorsky living in Bristol. Can't you see we're poles apart?
Avon Gingle-Dangle, Gollygong, Gunner River, Gilliting, Ring, Ping, Pong.
Thank you, Peter West, and get well soon. We'll be returning to Wimbledon for further commentary on the ladies' final later in the programme.
Lotto! Thank you. That was the second part of tonight's broadcast of Rigoletto from the Royal Opera House, Covent Garden.
And now, over to the newsroom where Tom Filth is interviewing President Kuala of Umbulu Land.
Mr. President, good evening.
Hello there.
Now, Mr. President, you're a nignog. I'm sorry. That was the one thing they asked me not to say. I do apologise.
Oh, it was nothing.
Stupid of me to put up a black so early. To make a mistake so early in the interview. I hope it won't colour your prejudice, affect your attitude towards the conference. I mean, over here, we're accustomed to calling a spade speaking frankly.
Well,
Let me put this to you. As president of a small estate, you must be aware that this could be a classic case where the tail might wag the dag. Dag the one! Well, it seems that's all we've got time for, Mr. President. I must apologise for such an untidy interview.
That's all right. Don't worry about it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, who would you like for lunch? Oh, my God. University of the Air. How to make models at home.
Give them a lot of champagne. When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high, and the rain will go right up your nose.
And now over to a criminal court not 1,000 miles from Crewe Junction.
Gentlemen of the jury, the accused have been charged that on the 24th of March last, having watched their team beaten in the FA Cup tie, they paraded through the streets of London committing acts of violence on property and people. How do you find them?
Guilty! Little-known facts that nobody cares about. Number legs 42.
Did you know that Romania means having a total obsession with roux?
No, I didn't, actually. In cinema tonight, we take a look at some Hollywood film endings that never happened, but should have. Firstly, Jesse James' Last Ride.
How's Jesse, Mary Lou?
I don't know, Frank. The Doc's with him now. I told him not to tangle with the Dalton boys. Doc!
Mary Lou, I want you to get hot water and lots of it.
Why, Doc? Do you think you can save him?
No, he's dead. I want to wash my hands.
Then there was Son of Shame.
There goes the marshal with the last of them blood-sucking Robinsons. Now the Bar-X Ranch will be free to grow as this great country of ours is growing. And one day, son, all this is going to be yours.
It's all the same to you, Dad. I'd sooner run a boutique in Greenwich Village.
2 programs to watch out for on BBC One tonight. First at 7:30, Jimmy Young shows you how to cook Tony Blackburn's teeth. And then, at 8 o'clock, Softly returns with a dramatic story in which Barlow is captured by a gang of thieves who bake him to death. The episode is called Your Super is in the Oven on a Low Gas. On BBC One tonight.
Meanwhile, in the cockpit of a 747 at London Airport.
Hi, Jack.
Yvonne Cuddle-Gungle. Ingle-Blong. Good-a-bleedle-blang-flong.
Bless you, Peter. Now over to Patrick Bohr for The Stars at Night.
Well, as we all know, they're big and bright. Deep in the heart of Texas, and there's an awful lot of them, and I think it's absolutely fascinating. Jolly good. There are, I know, a lot of silly people, very silly people indeed, who think that millions of pounds spent on me by the BBC each year could be better used building hospitals and schools and so forth. Well, as a scientist, my answer to them is... lot of communist dope-takers, if you ask me. So, this week, Stars at Night features Richard and Liz Burton, a hot water bed, and Rudolph the Goat Juggler. Some people do ask me how I got interested in astronomy. Well, when I was a child, I found this book. But Daddy said if I looked at it, I'd go blind. So he took it away, and he gave me a telescope, and I was also going to be talking to the biggest star of them all. But as talking to oneself is considered the first sign of madness, I shall just say... And
now it's time for old time.
Madam, aged madam, pray why are you standing so, with your face set against the cruel east wind?
Because, with a bit of luck, it might bring a little chap to my lips.
University of the Air. A history of art in 3 lessons.
Lesson 1, the birth of art. Lesson 2, the growth of art in Europe. Lesson 3, art marries, settles down in Surrey and dies at 95.
Love Story was a boring 2-hour film. For those of you who missed it, we have reduced it to a boring 10 seconds play. So now, 10 Second Theatre presents Love Story.
I love you.
I love you.
I'm dying. Ah!
And now, before the news in Esperanto, here is the BBC Heavy Orchestra with a shortened version of The Ride of the Valkyries entitled Wagner's Walk.
This is a very short song with a very long introduction. We have to fill the programme out somehow. What you can hear at the moment is Dennis Knuckles King tinkling on the ivories. But he has promised to clean it up before Mrs. Mills comes in tomorrow.
Is it wrong to love an elephant? Is it wrong to even care? And once you've loved an elephant, should one give an elephant the air? If it's wrong to love an elephant, then I've done a terrible thing. I believe this is true, but please what can I do with this bloody enormous engagement ring?
In the World Plumbing Championships this week, the Spanish entry was flooded, the Italian entry blew up, and the British entry said it would be round first thing in the morning.
Even dingly dangle, dongle, even dingle, dingle dangle, golly gongle, dongle, bingle bongle bungle, I'm so happy in the jungle bungle.
Thank you, Peter. Psychologists have said that television is having a deeper effect on our lives than we suspect. Is this true? Over to a South American republic not 1,000 miles from Crewe Junction.
Senor, you have been found guilty of plotting to overthrow our government and have been sentenced to death. Would you like one last cigarette?
No, thank you.
Would you care for a blindfold?
No, thank you.
Have you any last words before the firing squad carry out your execution?
Yes. Up a bit, right a bit, down, stop, fire! Eye of newt and toe of frog, wool of bat and tongue of dog. And while that's cooking, Johnny will tell you what wines to serve with it.
Here, my dog can speak a foreign language.
Get off, let's hear him.
Go on, Rover. Speak foreign for the gent.
Meow, meow.
Just once in my lifetime.
Oh, you poor devil.
Yvonne Gooligibble. Oh, golly gabble gobble. Blum blundle bingle.
My name is Jones. Jack Jones. No relation to the singing trade unionist. Jack Jones, weasel stuffer, family man, and pillar of the community. A quiet life, you might think, and so it was until the night of the mysterious letter. It was my wife who found it.
Darling, there's a note for you.
What does it say?
Oh!
I hit her in the mouth and opened the letter. It was a message from the new vicar at St. Mark's. We had to get rid of the old one. He kept doing Leslie Phillips impersonations from the pulpit. The note simply said,
visit the church after evensong. Go to the pulpit. Go directly to the pulpit. Do not pass the font. And do not collect the offertory box.
I obeyed without question. I'm not only a decent, God-fearing man, I'm also an idiot. I approached the pulpit with some trepidation. My footsteps echoed round the church. Suddenly, a voice.
Jack, the church is in trouble. We need people. We need money. Where can we find people and money?
Hackney Dog Stadium on a Thursday night. Good heavens, can he read my mind?
No, but I know a good feed line when I hear one. Jack, what's happened to our congregation?
I think he's on holiday.
That's exactly what I mean. Every week the Catholic Church is full, the synagogue is full, but here there's just you, me, and 6 plaster saints. And during the sermon on Sunday, I caught one of them trying to sneak out. How can we fill this church, Jack? How can I get a full congregation? It's up to you, Jack. I don't care what methods you use, but for the sake of St. Mark's, find out how they do it. That is all. In 15 seconds, this pulpit will self-destruct.
We present I Was a Secret Agent for the C of E, starring The Shadow Cabinet as Jack Jones, based on a dirty limerick by Engelbert Dorsey. Dialogue coach Terry Downs, also starring Michael Caine as Edith the Camel.
There was little time to lose. I decided the best way to find out about them was to become one of them and transform myself so completely not even my own wife would recognize me.
Jack, what are you doing dressed up as a Catholic?
I hit her in the mouth again and set off for St. Dogma's. Listening outside the church hall of St. Dogma's, from what I could hear, they were either holding a ceilidh or strangling a cat. So I slipped unnoticed into the church.
Good evening, my son. You're a stranger here now, aren't you?
Automatically, I slipped into my best Irish accent. Hootsman, ochai, venu.
That's not a very good Irish accent.
I don't think you're in any position to criticize.
That's true. Look, child, I'm the local parish priest, so if you have troubles, worries, or tips for the meeting at Doncaster next week, just bring them to me.
I was in luck. It was Father O'Vatican, just the man I was looking for, the man with all the answers. He suddenly stiffened as if someone had stuck a pistol in his back. Hoots, Father, what's the matter with you?
Someone's just stuck a pistol in my back.
The figure stepped out of the shadows holding a gun. I recognised him at once. He was a local ne'er-do-well with one eye called Robinson. I never did know the name of his other eye. He spoke.
I've got no money, Father. I'm starving and desperate. Stick 'em down, Father, and hand over the money.
Surely, my child, you mean stick 'em up.
No wonder I'm broke and desperate.
In an attempt to ingratiate myself with the priest, I went for the intruder.
Will you stop just standing and grunting at each other like that? Will you not throw him out?
I complied with the father's wishes and set off for the synagogue. I was in luck. On the steps of the synagogue, I collided with Rabbi Moscovitz, who was taking his beard for a walk. I decided to strike while the iron was hot. Rabbi, I need your help. I've led a wicked life.
Oi.
I've gambled, I've drunk, I've gone with wicked women.
Oi.
I find it impossible to resist these temptations.
Oi.
You see, I work as a talent scout for Opportunity Knocks.
Oi, you want a girl just like the girl that Mary did.
It was an old joke, but then he was an old rabbi. All right, Rabbi, I'll introduce you to Huey Green.
You can't frighten me with threats, young man.
I could see he meant it. I'd have to change my story. A husband who thinks I've wronged him has challenged me to a fight to the death with pistols tomorrow morning.
Funny, you don't look jewelish. I think you'd better wait in here until you're ready to tell us the whole story.
He opened the door, threw me in, and I had it locked behind me. I turned and went pale. I was in a place that would strike terror in the hearts of the bravest men. A place to make even the strongest quail and run. I was in the middle of a bar mitzvah.
Will Jack Jones escape from the bar mitzvah? Will St. Mark's get its congregation back? Will we be able to think of any more religious jokes for the next episode? And most important of all, will Peter West be able to get it right at Wimbledon?
Yvonne Goolagong.
That's it! That's it! That's it! That's it! Have you...
Yvonne Goolagong. And where it's... What? Oh, well, the match appears to be over, so with that, it's goodbye from Wimbledon and, a Merry Christmas.
This programme was written and performed by Tim Brooke Taylor, Barry Cryer, John Junkin. The music was provided by the Dennis King Trio, and the programme was produced by David Hatch. Goodbye, Cheeky.
Ta-ta, Cheeky.
Bonsoir.
Wiedersehen. Asso, Cheeky.
Get up.
Get stuffed.
Toodaloo. And you.
Better back to this place.